Part 1. George Washington as Commander-in-Chief, 1775. Question 1. Why was George Washington chosen? George Washington was chosen based on his previous military experience and the hope that a leader from Virginia could help unite the colonies. Part 2. Question 2. Did he receive pay for his position? Why or who not? He did not receive pay for his service, only that his expenses be paid at the conclusion of the war. Part 2. Declaration of Independence, 1776. Question 1. What was the goal and purpose? The goal and purpose were to explain to foreign nations why the colonies had chosen to separate themselves from Great Britain. Next, question 2. Who was asked to help draft the Declaration of Independence? People asked were Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, Roger Sherman, and Robert R. Livingston. They were appointed to a committee to draft a Declaration of Independence. Question 3. How did the Declaration of Independence help other countries? It helped other countries because it all owed the recognition of the U.S. by friendly foreign governments. Part 3. The Articles of Confederation, 1777. Question 1. When were the Articles of Confederation written? The Articles of Confederation were written on November 15th in 1777. Question 2. What was the original purpose for the Articles? The original purpose was for them to be created as a loose confederation of sovereign states and a weak central government, leaving most of the power with the state governments. Part 4. The Treaty of Alliance with France, 1778. First, why did the French form an alliance with the Americans? They formed an alliance to promote trade and commercial ties between the two countries.
Federal number 84 was a bill of supporter of the
Next,
Federalist Party.
who does Congress send to France and why? No one has equaled Ben Franklin in ability, tact, common sense, diplomacy, and reputation. That was national as well as worldwide. When was the treaty signed? The treaty was signed on February 6, 1778, creating a military alliance between the U.S. and France against Great Britain. Part 3. The Treaty of Paris, 1782. First question. When and where was the treaty signed? The Treaty of Paris formally ended the war and was not signed until September 3, 1783. Question 2. Who were the 3 Americans that were involved with the signing of the treaty? The Treaty of Paris was signed by the 3 American negotiators, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, and John Jay, and also David Hartley, representing King George III. Question 3. Which article of the treaty was the most important, to the Americans at least? The preliminary Articles of Peace were signed on November 30th, 1782. Question 4. What was the primary goal of the treaty? The primary goal was to formally end the war. Question 5. Who represented the British at the signing? The British were represented by Richard Oswald. Part 6. The Federalist Papers, 1787 through 1788. Question 1. Who were the writers of the papers? The writers were Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay. The essays originally appeared anonymously in New York newspapers in 1787 and 1788 under the pen name Publius. Question 2. How many were written, and did the Americans really know the true authors? 85 essays were written, and no, they did not know the name of the true authors. Publius was the author. Question 3. What does the given name mean, and where did it come from? It means 7 political beliefs around the world in public. It came from the Roman name for public affairs.
minute and 20
Question 4. Explain the importance of Fed number 84. Fed number 84 talks about objection that the Respond Constitution contains no bills of rights. Question 5. Define Federalists. What do they support? Federalists are the Federalist principle or system of government. Individuals who supported a strong national government are the people they supported. Finally, Part 7. Constitution of the United States, 1787. Question 1. Define ratify. Ratify is a sign or give formal consent to a treaty, contract, or agreement making it officially valid. Question 2. When was the Constitution ratified? The Constitution was eventually ratified in 1788. Question 3. Who had more power and why? The Federalist government had more power, and they are helping sharing city and balancing it out. Question 4. What was the problem with who had more power? The problem was that the states make them individual and they all united. Fun facts about the Constitution of the United States. First, fun fact. The United States Constitution was written in the same Pennsylvania State House where the Declaration of Independence was signed and where George Washington received his commission as commander of the Continental Army, now called Independence Hall. The building still stands today on Independence Mall in Philadelphia, directly across from the National Constitution Center. Fun fact 2. The U.S. Constitution was prepared in secret, behind locked doors that were guarded by sentries. Fun fact 3. Some of the original farmers and many delegates in the state ratifying conventions were very troubled that the original Constitution lacked a description of individual rights. In 1791, Americans added a list of rights to the Constitution. The first 10 amendments became known as the Bill of Rights. Fun fact 4. Of the 55 delegates attending the Constitutional Convention, 39 signed, and 3 delegates dissented. 2 of the America's founding fathers didn't sign the Constitution. Thomas Jefferson was representing his country in France, and John Adams was doing the same in Great Britain.